Hi guys, here's an example solve. I'm gonna mix this up, having white on the top and blue on my front face. Feel free to follow along. I have the scramble right here. Okay, so we're gonna start out solving the white cross. I can see that I have one already, white and orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect that right there, just like that. And then I can see that my red, so my white's gonna be on top. My red piece right here, white and red, this goes right here. So I'm going to move this bottom layer right here, white and red on the red side, and then turn this 180 degrees. Now it's flip-flop. To do that, I'm going to move this out of the way, turn the top face counterclockwise, swipe this up, so it's right here, and then put this back in place, like that. And I can also see that this green and white goes right here. And notice if I move it like that, it's in the top layer but not in the correct position. I can put it in the correct position by moving the top layer 2 times, swiping this up like that, and then moving the top layer 2 times again. So there we go. So we have 3 edges complete. Now this blue and white is flip-flop. What I can do, I can move this out of the way, turn the top face counterclockwise, swipe this piece up like that, and then move it back. So now the top white is crossed, the cross is solved, and we have all the edges matching with its corresponding colors. Now for the 4 corners. We look at a corner in the bottom layer. So here, white, blue, and red. We match this so that this blue piece next to this white matches with this blue center. So turn it like that, right here. Now this piece goes right here. We're gonna move this out of the way, turn the front side counterclockwise, put this piece back right here, and then move this back up. So now white, red, and blue corner piece is done. Next one is this one, white, green, and red. So we move it to directly under where it has to go. This piece has to go right here. So, and the white is on the bottom. So what we have to do, we have to move this down and then move the bottom layer 2 times and move this back up like that. So now we match this green with the green side right here, white, green, red, white, green, red, and then we move this out of the way, the front, bring the front down, move this back like this, and then swipe it back up. There we go. So now we see we have 2 more corners, but they're both face down. Let's start with this white, orange, blue. Let's move it directly under. So it's right here. This piece goes right here. And then we gotta do the same thing again. Move this out of the way, bottom layer 2 times, and then put this back up. And now we gotta match it with the blue, blue, blue. This goes here. Moves this out of the way, front down, put it in place, and then swipe it back up. And one more. So this piece, we're gonna move right here, directly under where it has to go. Do the same thing, like that, and then match it with the orange. Move it out of the way, front down, put it back, and then put it back up. Now that's the first layer, first side, and then time to move on to the second layer. We're gonna flip it, and then I'm gonna look for a non-yellow piece in the top layer. So all the piece has yellow edges in the top layer. So let's pretend this, I'm gonna put this right here. So this is the left algorithm, U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. Now we're gonna try to find the piece we just moved, blue, red. This is in the correct spot, blue, blue. This goes to the right. So we do this, the right algorithm this time. U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, U, F. There we go. Now we can see a green and orange. So moves this orange to this corresponding orange side. This goes to the left. U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. There we go, and there should be one more right here. Green and red, this red piece in the correct spot. This goes to the right side. This is my front face. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. So now we have one side still intact and the first two layers. Now we have this backward L like this. So we have like this, top side, front face, and this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Okay, horizontal line, we do that again. F, R, U prime, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now we have the yellow cross. We try to match at least two edge pieces. The two's already matched, and these two, we're going to put one in the back face, one on our right, and then this is our front face, top face, and do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U. So now we can see all the edges at the top are connected and still have the first two layers intact. Now we find a corner that's in the right place. Right here. Yellow, blue, red. Yellow, blue, red. So this is in the right place. There's only one. So we put this on a front face, top right corner. And this algorithm. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. So now we can see each corner pieces are in the correct position. Now we just have to do the final step using the R prime, D prime, R, D. So let's start with this one. Red will always be our front face and yellow will always be our top face. So here, R prime, D prime, R, D. Keep going. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. So now this is in the correct spot. You can move it either this way or this way. Let's do this way. The next unsolved piece in this slot, red is still our front face, only moving the top layer, and then do the same thing. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. Okay, that's done. We're going to move the top layer, the next one in this slot, same thing again. Okay, that's done. One more time for this one. And then we just move the top layer, and there we go. Check out my full tutorial on how to solve this Rubik's Cube. I'll link it in the description below. It's a great example solve. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys learned a lot. Thank you so much. Peace.